Hey, what's up? How are you?
Going on.
Just taking day by day, you know what I'm saying?
That's all we can do, right?
Right?
All we can do.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how are you both feeling? Like, it's like you're about to have, it's like I know how an album, an LP is like your baby.
Yeah,
And
you got it is.
you know what I'm
Sure.
saying?
Man, we just excited, elated, brother. Should put it up there so it can have a nice vibe.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry, brother.
yeah, you're good. Take your time.
Let me do. Come
Go
give me
ahead.
that. Let me see.
Yeah, appreciate you for having us, man.
Yeah, definitely. You are legends, and you are like, I grew up listening to you all, so you are,
Oh, wow.
I mean, these are the goats in the industry. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to today's industry. It's a different ball game with new
Yeah,
artists for me. I
got
like. I like my 90s and early 2000s.
gotcha.
That's my heart.
I feel you, man.
Yeah.
The golden age, the golden era.
It's the goal that's what I want to talk to you both about. Like how what was one of your favorite moments, would you say, from the golden, like you said, the golden era? It'll never be duplicated, I feel.
No.
And if you weren't old enough to know, you just really have to hear stories because like even the award shows were 10 times. I mean, the award shows were you looked forward to them.
So much
Like
better, man.
yeah, like today it's just different. It's just you don't have the legendary performances anymore. You don't have those like duets together as performances. Like what was one of your favorite moments, would you say, for each of you?
Man, if I go back young, it was Michael Jackson on the award shows. When he was at an award
Yes.
show, I
Oh my God.
it was a wrap. We was like, oh my God, we was coming home from school. We ain't going outside and play. We was in front of the mirror doing the Michael Jackson, waiting for it to come on. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So, but, the era of Jodeci and Boyz II Men for us, in R&B, that was two of the biggest groups that influenced, the rough end sound, I would say. I
Hmm.
mean, there were definitely many others, like personally,
Yeah.
artists like Joe, got people, groups like Guy, if I go like a little further, you got R. Kelly. I mean, you got so many groups at that time that was definitely just impacting. You got Teddy Riley and his old era of
Yeah.
New Jack Swing. I mean, it was a lot of influence, so much to choose from. I mean, you could have your fill, if you will.
Yeah.
Um, versus nowadays, it's like, the substance is not the same as it was,
Hmm.
when we were growing up. So I think that's one of the major differences, substance versus um, just like stuff that's here today,
Quantity.
gone to more exact quantity. That's better to
Mm-hmm.
say.
Yeah. It's definitely a different ball game, and it's something. It's weird, but I'm trying to get used to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a learning process, I think, for all of us, especially that were, born in the 80s and before.
Got to adapt.
Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. But what would you say for each of you, would you say is the pros and the cons of then and now?
The pros and the cons. Um,
That's a good question.
Definitely the way the internet has changed and the way that music is being delivered to the fans, being paid for, all of that kind of stuff being heard. Um, it's definitely there's a lot of pros and cons on both of those. So not to have the middleman between artists putting out material has its pros and its cons. I mean,
Hmm.
you could say a lot of artists were in bad situations. Everybody wasn't in a good situation. So that's definitely a pro. One of the cons is definitely having a bad contract that some
Yeah,
people are still locked in right now. Like there's somebody
crazy.
else that's still getting their royalties and stuff like that right now. So and then I think one of the biggest things for me is just the lack of artist development.
Yes.
Artist development was so important to me, was so profound in our career. I had a lot of nervous tics when I went live. I used to put my hands in my face and did a
Hmm.
lot of stuff. And I still do some of them, but not as bad. Like, you know, my transition words, I used to say, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I used to say it a lot. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, I used to say it a lot. But so I definitely think it's caught up into that. It's caught up into the access and the lack of artist development and A&Rs
Yeah.
in the game. You know what I'm saying? A good A&R, a good
Mm-hmm.
A&R right now for most of these artists would be happy. So that's my thing.
Hold on, let me take this off. Put this on disturb right away. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Right, the thing.
Ooh, sorry
All
about
right.
that.
Yeah, take your case off,
Okay,
bro.
sorry about that, guys. My apologies.
Cases like
Yeah.
My apologies. That
this.
No
wasn't what I
worries.
meant to do.
How to do
No
this?
worries.
But I wanted to tell you both, I appreciate you. I ordered mine as soon as you dropped the link for the
Oh
physical
man.
copy. I got my email today. Mine's in the mail today.
I know. I got the email too. I done bought my
Yeah.
copy for my daggone self. You know?
Yes. How important it was that to use? Because I love looking at the booklet growing up. That's all I ever
Yeah.
did was look at my cassettes or the
Yeah.
CDs. Yes, that is
Yeah.
needed. It's needed for the
It's so neat.
culture.
I
It's
mean, you got the
needed.
lyrics in there. It was a
Yes.
whole experience. Like getting CDs back in the day was like a whole. It's like going to the movies. You can watch a
Yeah.
movie in the house, and yeah, you got a
Right.
flat screen TV.
Right. Yeah.
But if you went to see like Marvel, like one of those like when they all what's the movie with the all they
When
all get
all of them was
together?
in there together.
Yeah, you know, one of those
Civil
big.
War.
So yeah,
Civil
exactly.
War, something like that, right?
One of them joints, one of them big action movies. I mean, it's cool in your house, but it's nothing like being at the
Yep.
movies. That's what it's like for me. You know, you get to open up, you see who wrote what, you saw who
Yes.
produced it, who wrote it, you know, all of the stuff that you don't really get nowadays, you know. So pictures, some artists had all kinds of treats inside the booklet. You open it up and
Mm-hmm.
it's like a
Pop
whole
outs and stuff.
Yeah.
some
Right.
artists had like an actual poster. Like when you unfold it, it was like a little short
Yeah,
size
yeah,
poster.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Remember
I
those
remember
back in the
that.
day?
Yep, yep,
All
yep. That
kind of
was
stuff they
crazy.
was doing, man. But it's just
Wow.
different, you know. It's different.
Dang. I
It's
forgot
different.
all about that.
It's
I was gonna
crazy.
say I miss like how you were saying. Like I remember Tuesdays. Tuesdays were music
Music release
releases.
day.
Yeah.
I'll be going to Sam Goody, going to Tower Records, Virgin
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Megastore. I mean, every kind of music store as a kid, I remember
Wow.
going up until, they shut them all down, unfortunately, because I miss, like, I don't know, it's just weird, but I'm so happy you guys released a physical copy. And it's awesome you did, like,
Yeah.
the autograph postcard, too, with it for the fans.
Yeah.
It's super dope. Like, I appreciate that.
Appreciate that as well, man. Appreciate you for
The little
appreciating.
touches. That's one of the things I think the industry had back in the day was little touches. Little
Yes.
touches that it's not even thought about no more. For videos, for albums, for
Exactly.
all that. You know, Missy Elliott and Busta Rhymes, which is people thought we was brothers back in the day. I used to look like Busta Rhymes back in the day. Shout out to Busta Bust and Flipmode Squad. like, but they were who they are because of all the little touches they put into their craft.
Mm-hmm.
That's what made them who they are. So the industry's definitely lacking a lot of that. And as Rough Ends, man, we vow to try to put back as much love and purpose into this craft as possible. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Real
no,
talk.
definitely. And tomorrow I know it's a big day already, and these are going. I love that these are doing Times Square because every artist I remember used to go to Times Square and go to like Virgin Megastore, but you're still going out
Yeah,
there, regardless if there's a music store. You're still going out there to meet the fans and
yeah.
get everyone to know if they don't know already. So how excited are you for that? Because that's going to be a dope experience for everyone.
Man, we're so excited, man. It's again, we want to connect with our fans. Of course, be safe. It's going to be a social
Hmm.
distance event, but we're gonna be in New York tomorrow, man. So we're excited about just taking some T-shirts up there to them and assigning some CDs for them. You know what I mean? And really connecting with our fans, letting them see the
Oh,
Rough Ends
that's
love. You know
dope.
what I
That
mean?
shirt. Are those
Yeah,
going to be
wow,
for
we got.
sale on the website?
It's gonna be coming up. Our
Yeah.
website
Okay.
is being revamped right now, but we've been so busy with this
Oh,
release this week, but it'll be coming up on the website and shortly. But yeah, I mean, you know, we're excited about just the future of this project and the whole new experience with
those
our
are
new
super
label
dope.
XRG. Yeah, that's the Someone to Love You drink right there.
That is
Yeah.
super dope.
So yeah, man, we're excited, man. It's all about reconnecting with our fans and being the soundtracks of their life, if you will. You know.
Yeah, no, definitely. And another thing I love you all were a part of, and I'm sure still will be in the future, soundtracks. Soundtracks were almost like an album in a way for some artists. Like
Yes.
it's weird how it's soundtracks aren't as big as of a thing, whereas before it was like
Mm.
released. Like I remember like The Bodyguard for Whitney Houston. That
Yep.
was one of her biggest albums, and it was a soundtrack. So
Exactly.
yeah, like how important and how fun was it to be a part of legendary soundtracks throughout your career?
Man, we still
Mm.
kept it going. Go ahead. We want to take that
Yeah,
question.
no, I mean, I know you had something on the tip of your tongue,
No,
but
no, go ahead
it
with you.
definitely uh, a blessing, man. You know how long movies stay around? You know how
Yeah.
many movies get redone or for whatever reason come back and start getting played and or might get a network deal with Netflix or Hulu or somebody crazy, man. That's a soundtrack. I mean,
Yeah.
like you said, we grew up on soundtracks. I remember when New Jack City first came out,
Mm-hmm.
and I heard I Want to Sex You Up and songs like that, like, and I'm thinking like, dang, they blew up from the movie.
Movie.
You know, I'm thinking as a young writer creator, like, dang, I need to get a song in the movie. Like, you know, I'm thinking like
Yeah.
that. Feel me? So, um, yeah, it's amazing. We had the honor and the pleasure of being on quite a few soundtracks. I mean, over the last couple years, we was on Shots Fired, the Sanaya Latham movie that was in Richard Dreyfuss and
Yeah.
a bunch of people in a big movie. David Makes Man, produced by Michael B. Jordan and Oprah on the O Network. Um, a couple songs in a show that Ray J put out on Urban Flicks Network called Pump. The show
Oh,
called. I mean, that's one of the things we like. So we definitely kept it going to keep it going.
I love
But
that
yeah,
about
it's an
you all.
honor.
Just keep doing
It's,
it. Like,
it's an honor and a blessing, man. I mean, why
yeah.
stop? Why?
Yeah,
Why
why
stop?
I just wish they would come more to the full front. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they're still there, but it's not as what it used to be. I just hope maybe in the
Right,
next couple of years it even gets how it was, 10 years ago. It
Yeah,
right.
just
indeed, I
it's I think
agree.
it's needed.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely showed another side to music and it connected with film in a way that was just unheard of, you know. So
Shout out to
Yeah.
Sheree. Sheree is a music director for the soundtrack for Pump. So I think it boils down to like music directors because her like as a music director, she takes all the music very seriously
hmm
that's going to be in the show.
Hmm.
So it's like an official album sound and soundtrack.
exactly.
Like
Yeah.
the music director got to be serious about that craft, not oh some songs to sprinkle here, sprinkle there. No, she's trying to put hits. She's trying to put
Okay.
hit songs in these little places.
Mm.
Yeah,
So
I
that's a
love that.
difference. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a difference, definitely.
But no, rebirth. Like I said, tomorrow's a big day. Was I guess because this year we got a lot of time to work on our craft. You know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah.
Indeed,
it was a shock
we
for
had
all of
definitely had
us.
some time.
But was was majority of the music, would you say, completed before quarantine, or would you say quarantine really helped you even make more for the project?
You were definitely in quarantine.
Yeah, we was definitely in quarantine for sure. And we started. I mean, this is a song called "All My Love" that was in the Pump soundtrack, and that was done at the end of 2019.
Okay.
So we got into 2020, things got on hold. You know, our album got on hold for a minute because the pandemic, COVID-19, social distance, stay in the house. So it kind of put things on hold and actually put our deal with Universal SRG on hold for a minute. So we were kind of nervous about that, but once we got back in the studio and being in the house for so long, there's like a buildup. when
Yeah.
we got together, it was kind of a release to just let all that creative, you know, creative energy go. You know what I mean? And we just let it go and gave birth to Rebirth. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
definitely, man, we excited again to be back and with a new album that our fans are gonna definitely love and support. So we're excited, bro.
Yeah, I want to ask both of you, like right now, I know each song is, you know, each of your babies, but right now, I guess today, would you say, what's one of your favorite tracks? I know I've only heard, you know, the 3 tracks released so far. I love Hopeless. Hopeless is my jam. I like the vibe of it.
Wow,
It's just something about it. I love it. So each
that's
of
what's
you,
up. I was gonna ask you what you think about why is that? Why is it? So, why hopeless? Well, you know what I mean?
it it just puts me
Quicksilver.
in, it's one of them songs that I'm gonna listen, like when the world opens a little more, it's gonna be one of those songs that when I look back 5 years from now or 10 years from now, it's one of them songs that I'm gonna remember where exactly I was. It's, you know, I
Wow.
feel like it's hard to find them songs
Dope.
or have them songs. Like when you remember, you know exactly where you were, either like at a barbecue or with friends at a club or a lounge. Like
Wow.
it reminds me of one of them songs and just it's just a vibe. And it brings
Mm.
me back to like the good old, I think it's a good mix of R&B from back in the day mixed with today's R&B. And I love the
Mm.
fusion, but I love that old R&B. Like
Yeah.
it's needed. It's well
Yeah.
needed in every kind of R&B project. I feel every artist should be
Indeed.
doing it.
And plus, our voices is you know it's hard to change our voices. Like our voices is the '90s. Like when we open up our
Yeah.
mouth, it's the '90s. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
The pain and
um,
love is there. It's always gonna be there. That's it, man. Look, hey, I just want to give a major shout out to SRG Universal, to Claude, Rafik, the whole team over there for believing in us. Um, they wanted us to do a new album.
Yeah.
They, you know, they told us do it. You know, I'm blaming it on
Hmm.
them. They made me do this to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, um, man, I just want to say I thank you. I just want to say thank you to all the fans. We appreciate y'all. Thanks for reconnecting and thanks for tapping in with us. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for supporting us. Um, one of my favorite songs is definitely Congratulations off the album.
Okay.
Um, well, we wrote the whole album together.
Hmm.
Dave produced it. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely 100% us. So I definitely love the whole album and I got some favorites, but Congratulations is a testament to the album.
Okay.
Um, when I say that, I mean purposeful in our intent, how we wrote it, even purposeful in the angle that we're talking about. The you know, we had talks, like literally we have talks about our songs. That's one of the
Uh-huh.
things that we do. I don't know if most writers do. Like we'll have a talk about the song so that
Hmm.
other people talk about it and make sense. You know,
Yeah.
it's like a real conversation piece. Congratulations is a different perspective on people that's not right for each other, right?
Hmm.
So normally we break up, you know, it's a breakup, boom, which is a harsh, just sounds bad.
Yeah.
But moving on is something different. Moving on is like realizing that y'all not right for each other, or one person is happy and the other person is not, that's still in balance. Um, or it's just not working out for whatever reason. Even
Hmm.
though y'all have good things in common, let's not get this twisted. You can look good together. Y'all can make good loving and all that good stuff. Friends like each other.
Hmm.
That's a lot of reasons why people stay in 15, 20-year relationships unhappy. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make the other people happy instead of worrying about numero uno, yourself at the end of the day. And which affects other people. Because you can raise
Yeah.
a child and you're in a bad relationship, the child is picking up how you treat mommy, when you don't talk to her, when this happens, how you did. Like the child is learning everything, whether you tell them or not. So that's definitely one of my favorite songs because it speaks about the purposeful intention on how we wrote most of the songs on the album. So
indeed. For me, I would definitely say congratulations. Hopeless would be one of the ones because Hopeless is a song we've been doing reggae vibes for a while. We did a song with Beanie Man when we was on Epic that never seen the light of day. It's a song called Wine and Dine. So we've been trying to come out with this sound for a while, and now everybody's doing it. We like, now when we come out, they're gonna say, y'all trying to be like, no, we've been doing this since forever. I just gotta say, we've been doing these vibes. Like, my family's from Guyana, South America, so it's straight wapning by, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like straight roti and curry, plantain, edo, all that good stuff, cassava.
Beanie Man was supposed to be on our first album.
Exactly, he was supposed to be on our first album.
We did the song before we got our record deal. We did Wine and Dine before we got our record deal.
Wow, that's crazy.
What you remember?
That kills me though, how the Vault has so many songs we'll never. It just
politics.
It's all
Politics. Politics, brother.
Hurts my heart.
Real politics. Right. That ain't got nothing to do with the music. It's about feelings and money.
Yep, that's all it's about, unfortunately. Yep. Yep. But, you know, for each of you, what would you say you have both learned from this industry? Because I know there's so many, you know, valleys and ups and a lot of big downs, unfortunately. You know, anyone in the industry, you know, you have to deal with, unfortunately. What's one thing you've each learned from this industry and just really took with you?
The industry itself is a teacher. Let's just start there. It's one of the greatest teachers you'll probably ever have. And people in the industry know what I mean. It could chew you up and spit you out. It could make a better person of you. It could make you the best you could be. It could drive you crazy. Like, it's a great teacher. But it's just that. It's a teacher. So you got to always be open to learn. Like, that stuff happening all the time. That stuff happened over the last 5 years in music with TikTok and a bunch of other stuff that wasn't even thought about 5 years ago. You know what I mean? Our song went big. We had 5-year-olds that wasn't even thought about doing videos for No More Shopping Sprees, like in the pandemic. Like, you know, so always be open to learn. A lot of it is not what you think it is when it comes to fun and games. Like, one example, and I'm gonna get out of here and let Dave take over. Videos. I would say videos in the studio. Relationships I've been through before. A lot of them start out like, I understand. I know what you mean, I understand. When those long nights in the studio come in, or when I'm in my unapologetic phase, which we both get to that phase, you know, at some point, where as though I'm not trying to apologize for nothing. I'm just doing me. It's like I'm going super hard at my music. You feel me? Whereas though, if I got to be in the studio 2 days, it's hard to really try to explain to somebody that this is where I'm at and I'm not over Girl House or something. Because a lot of people have used those excuses. So at the same time, I can understand, but my passion is pushing me to a point where I'm not trying to take the time to understand. See, that's the difference. My passion is like, listen, we need to be in the studio. We need to be writing songs. You feel me? So you learn a lot. You learn a lot about the reality of this music game when you get into it. So, I mean, that's something that's definitely will teach you behind. The realness, dealing with the industry and dealing with your regular life is like,
I could imagine.
Right.
It's a lot. Like, well, you know, I know this summer, hopefully, you know, we're full on tour and shows, and I can't wait. I was telling them I may cry at my first show I witnessed because I think I am. Yeah, because it's something we took for granted almost, not thinking we could never not see someone perform, or like you all perform for your fans and your, you know, your supporters. So
that's deep.
Yeah, you know, I never thought that. I'm looking at on my phone recently, like at videos I took at concerts, and I'm like, dang, this is something I can't experience. Yeah, something I would never thought I cannot experience this whole past year. And you know,
I've never seen it that way.
Me either.
Yeah, you know, it's something I
Crazy.
never thought about. But how excited are you all to get back out there and reach the fans and touch the fans and, you know, like you said, with the new album, hearing from them face to face, oh my God, I love this song, you know, I love this song live, because live's totally different too when you perform opposed to
Hmm.
listen to an album. Sometimes you like a song better performed live than from a
Right,
Yeah.
studio track, and vice versa.
right.
Yep, live, man, is an element because we have a phenomenal band, and so the whole live side of music is a whole nother area of the industry. It's kind of like when we were talking about opening up the CDs.
Yeah.
You know, going to shows is a part of the music experience. So, you know, we're just excited to get back out there and get to our fans. We want everybody to follow us. I know you follow us on Instagram, but definitely tell your friends to follow us. Or get all the R&B lovers. Tell them that Rough Endz got a new project out. We're the real Rough Endz on Twitter and Facebook. Follow us on Facebook at official Rough Endz as well as it is on Instagram as well. We've got the new single, for, the new video for Be The One is going to be coming out tomorrow. We've
Nice.
got more visuals coming out for. We got like 5 videos coming out for this album. We got
Love
one
it.
that we're gonna be so excited to do with Crazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony. He's a phenomenal, not only rapper, but the boy can sing too. The boy got melody, so it's gonna be crazy to hear Rough Endz singing and with Crazy Bone. It's a phenomenal, phenomenal record. Ladies, y'all gonna love that one. And you know, we got videos coming. Like I said, we got the Rough Endz documentary coming down the pipe as well.
I love
Hopefully
that.
it'll hit before the summer. And we have a live performance that we're gonna be doing online as well, and that information is gonna be all coming on our Instagram. So thank you
Sweet.
for having us, man. We gotta say a
Yeah.
special shout out to you as well, for having groups like us, man. Your platform is it's like very needed for R&B. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
very needed for platforms like us to keep us alive. You know what I mean? Keep us going. You know what I mean? And really connect us with our fans. So we appreciate you for having us, man.
Just
No,
real
thank
quick,
you.
Times Square. Times Square, tomorrow, album release. Bring your mask. We're practicing social distancing. I got to make sure I shout out the whole entire NY, New Jersey. We love y'all so much. Connecticut, all surrounding places that definitely showed us a lot of love before and during our career. Shout out to our new label, who's rock stars theirself, SRG Universal. Our management, Terry Harvey.
Indeed.
No Friends in Harlem. Shout out to No Friends since I'm talking to New York. And to all the fans, we appreciate, we love y'all. Thanks in advance. Thanks in advance. Thanks in advance. Be looking out for a lot.
And
For a
shout
lot
out to
from us.
everybody on the line. I see my man said that every song is a hit on there. So thank you for
Yeah.
supporting the record, man, and feeling the music. And appreciate you again for having us, brother.
Yeah, no, I can't wait. Like I said, best of luck with everything. Can't wait to get my CD in the mail. Like I said, I got my email
Yeah.
today, so I'm excited. I can't wait to get my physical copy.
Yes,
But
sir.
guys, you know, good luck tomorrow. Have a blast. I can't wait for all the visuals. Hopefully, get to meet you all on tour this summer in
Yes, sir.
Chicago, or if I'm ever in LA or somewhere wherever you are. I'm definitely gonna hit y'all
Uh-huh.
up.
Love Chi-Town,
You
too.
got it,
No
brother.
doubt.
Yes.
Appreciate
Well,
you, man.
be safe, guys.
You too,
Appreciate
man.
y'all. Be
Appreciate
Peace.
safe.
you. Thanks
Peace.
to everybody.
Peace.